Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. My name is the Mike James, and today I'm hoping to help you guys develop better Twitch channel trailers in converting potential audience members into followers on your profile. All and more guys, coming right up. Welcome back. So yes, today we're looking at Twitch channel trailers, but before we do, I just want to hit a quick disclaimer as I do in every video. It's not a one-size-fits-all scenario. Once again, guys, some of this advice you might already know, some of it you might not. What's important is that you just listen to the whole video, watch it, and just take it on board and use your self-awareness to apply it to your own content. But without further ado, let's talk about today's subject. So, channel trailers, what are they for? Well, essentially, they are a trailer to give a teaser to a much larger show, much larger premise. A lot of trailers you may know from like movie theaters and things like that, they are basically a shortened version of the clip that basically arouses your sense of curiosity and wanting to consume the full version of said media, aka from your full live stream. So let's break it down into the main parts. So what you'll find with a trailer is, yes, you still need to have a linear story. You need to have that beginning, the middle, and the end. It's very important that you have that structure to your trailer, and even all the elements inside the trailer have to conform to this because everybody understands things in a story linear format. So what does that look like? Well, in the intro, you're going to have something along the lines of what's called a hook. A hook is basically what it says on the tin. It hooks the viewer into wanting to watch more. So, wait. Before you go anywhere, can I just have 1 minute of your time to tell you who I am that might change your life? Well, maybe. If you break down my trailer, my hook was in the form of that attention-grabbing quick, wait, before you go anywhere. Like, it puts people in the spot, people sort of taken back by it, like, what do you want? Like, I opted for that approach just because it's just something that really appealed to me. It's something that I really wanted to do. If you are a variety streamer or you stream Fortnite or Call of Duty, it might be good to put in some of your best clips. Maybe you're considered quite a funny streamer. You could get the community to vote on the funniest clip of your channel of all time, and you could use that as a hook. And basically, when the video starts playing, the first thing people are going to see, they are going to judge you on, and if that's the funniest clip you've ever had and they find it hilarious, they're going to watch the rest of it. If you break down my trailer, you'll notice that there's a point where I say I'm British and I take a sip of tea just to sort of emphasize that comedic value, because I am not particularly a funny person. I like to think of myself as a bit of a witty, a bit of a sarcastic person. Hey guys, it's you versus the guy that she tells you not to worry about. So I tried to get that across by just incorporating that little cheesy skit in there. And then I also introduced to everybody that I love tacos. Now, not only is this blatantly obvious, but it's also because a lot of people enjoy tacos or have had tacos in the past. If you like them, you don't like them, whatever goal post you're on in terms of your opinions of them, you will have an opinion of them. And then there's a very rare few that have never tried tacos, but we don't talk about those people, okay? So straight away, I'm giving you a bit of something about me that is a commonality between yourself and me. And building a good friendship is based on the common elements between you and said person. So you can build a good friendship between you and your viewers by giving a common ground for something for you both to talk about. If it's a very one-sided conversation, one of you is going to get bored before the other, whereas if you have a conversation where you can both give value, it's going to help build that up. So a lot of people will now know they can come into my stream and talk about tacos, and it's a great way to kickstart a conversation, and then I can use my skills to lead that conversation into something else and hopefully convert that person into a community member. That sort of brings us into the body of the video. Now, the body of the video should make up about 60% of the video, and this is the most important point because this is now you've got the attention of a potential member of an audience and of your follower, and now your purpose is to tell people what it is you stream and why you stream it. Tell people what value you have to offer them. A lot of people like to take before they can give back, so tell people exactly what you can give them in the form of getting across your personality, but also telling them what it is you stream. So if you break down my body of my trailer, you'll notice that I start with the podcast. Now, this is important to me because I do host a podcast. Links will be in the description again. But I host a podcast, and the whole purpose of that is to tell people that, yes, on my live stream, you will get me doing some talk shows with other streamers. Now, this just sets up the fact that I am very passionate about educating myself. I'm very passionate about helping other people and meeting other people, and I'm a very good talker, so it sets that premise. And then I also introduce the fact that I am also an educational streamer. I do a lot of just chatting streams where we just talk content creation. Sometimes we'll talk photography. We talk a lot of different things, but the main concept of those IRL live streams, at the core of it, is to teach and to educate people in the stuff that I know and the community knows in general. And then I finish that up because I like to still stream games on Twitch. It's not always Mario Kart, sometimes it is other games, but at the moment it's mostly going to be Mario Kart, and so I wanted to get that across in my trailer, and I wanted to tell people that, look, by coming over to my channel, you're going to get Just Chatting Streams and you're going to get Mario Kart. And in itself, I used the Mario Kart footage in itself to set up a sort of, in itself, its own narrative. So I not only got across my personality while streaming Mario Kart, I also got across the point of that I have incorporated a community member into that footage, and I did this very, very deliberately. I chose that footage very specifically because I wanted to show people that I involve the community in my streams. And that is a big element to me as a person. I like to make the community feel involved. Even though I might suck at it, I like to make them feel involved, and I like to get them joined in on as much as possible. And so I wanted to get that across in that footage. And that's why I chopped it up by setting up the narrative of, I don't care about winning, I just want to beat Zach. Zach is a very, very big supporter of mine. A big shout out to the Zach Stoner, who is a Patreon and a long-time subscriber of my channel, along with a few other people like Azza. Taking the body of the stream into the end is kind of simple. You just kind of want to have that one call to action. Don't try and coy your viewers. Don't try and coy potential viewers by being like, oh yeah, well, if you want to know exactly what I'll be doing on the next stream, then make sure to hit that follow button. Like, just tell people to hit the follow button. Just end it simply. Just end it with a simple call to action. Don't try to overcomplicate the ending. But yeah, so as you can see, if I break down the whole thing, like the hook and the intro and then the body and then the ending, it's very complex, and it's by no means easy. But some of the best advice that I can give to you before we finish the video is, remember to keep the video up to a minute in length. Make sure you utilize every second of that minute. If you find yourself making a trailer and it's only 40 seconds long, either you're incredibly freaking good at what you've just made, or you haven't incorporated enough. This should be an important element of your stream because it's what a lot of people are going to see first. Before they see the panels and before they see your streams, they might be seeing this if they're clicking from it from Twitter or YouTube or whatever. So make sure that this is a very concise bit of media that's fronting you and selling your streams to a potential audience member. So just remember to keep those points in mind. But if you haven't, make sure you go and check out my trailer and then use this video to break it down in its sort of entirety, and you'll hopefully get where I'm coming from in terms of editing together a trailer. Just make sure that your clips are short and snappy and to the point, and make sure the most important point that I've hit home a million times already is make sure to get across you as a person. If you fail to sell your personality, then you might as well not make a trailer, because when people tune into your streams and you hardly talk, and your trailer is this super exciting, really outgoing piece of media, and then they tune into your stream and you just sort of sat there all quiet, then they're just not, they're going to unfollow, essentially. So make sure you get across your value and who you are as a person, and don't be somebody that you're not. Honestly, it pays to just be yourself. What you see on my videos, what you see on my trailer is the type of person that I am. and it's the type of person that I try to be in my live streams because it's just who I am naturally. And I'm slowly coming out of my shell more and more, the more IRL streams that I do. But hopefully you've enjoyed today's video, guys. Remember, we're trying to hit 50 likes, so if you could help us, that would be fantastic. And before we finish today's video, I just wanted to basically tell you how to upload your footage onto Twitch. All you have to do is just head over to your Twitch profile, go to your dashboard, click on the left-hand side panel, go down to content, and you should see video producer or the producer panel. Click on that and you will be able to upload a 1-minute MP4, and then once you've uploaded it there, it takes about a minute or two. You can then go over to your account settings, go down to your channel trailer, and it should be there for you to select and use as your channel trailer. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll be the Mike James, and I'll see you guys next time.